Hey, what's going on? My name is Rosebud. Welcome to my channel, Psychic Therapy for the Soul. This is going to be a reading for Aries for the month of February. So let's get started. All right. Okay, so we are using a monthly tarot spread in which I created. And I'm going to most likely use the same spread every single month for the general monthly readings. And this spread has 5 questions. And every month I'll start off with 1 or 2 oracle cards to set the theme for the reading itself. So this month I'm using the Sacred Medicine Oracle deck. I was kind of guided towards the health this month. And the Embodied Witch. Cool. So let's begin. So this is for Aries. So Aries, show me what's going on for February. What's the theme? How are you doing? What's going on? Show me what's happening for Aries in the month of February. Oh wow, nice. You got 2 cards. And I'm also going to pull a card from the Embodied Witch. Show me Aries. Witch bones. Interesting. Okay, so I really like this deck because there's a lot of anatomy in it. Not all of the cards are anatomy speaking, but the deck is very focused much on health, so there are some kind of like systems that are thrown in there, which is beautiful. And then also the Sacred Medicine is very like shamanistic. So there is like 2 different kind of principles of healing: spiritual healing, but also kind of like witch brew healing, and also more practical kind of healing, right? Okay, so for Aries, I'm actually being pulled towards the witch bones first. So you got the witch bones here. When the card came out, I was like, what is this? Because I don't know this deck very well. I haven't really read through the book. I haven't done my homework, apologies. But I decided to just use my intuition because I've been trying to open up my third eye this month because I felt like some things became a little bit cloudy in my readings. So here I am trying to open things up a little bit again. So I'm being pulled into the witch bones, and this is making me feel like there's a need to really focus on your bone health, your structural system. So in this case, you may have been burning the fuel too much, because you can see here in the heart, there's the heart here, and the heart's kind of like steaming. And I'm being pulled into that. The heart here is like steaming. And your intuition is trying to tell you something. You got the moon here, the crescent moon on top of the head. Your intuition is trying to tell you, hey, like you need to focus on your structural system, your bone health. And you know, your structural system is what holds you up. It is the tissue in the body that takes the longest to repair itself. It still has the most incredible healing capabilities. And it does regenerate. If you break bone, it can break. If you have little fractures in your feet from overload or running or, you know, instability or anything like that, the bone does heal, it does repair itself. But it takes a lot longer than, for example, muscle or skin, right, or hair, or anything else that is a little bit more less solid. So it seems like your focus needs to be here on the bones, and I feel too like readjustment, because you can see here how the hips here are kind of out of balance. So maybe you need to make an appointment to your physiotherapist or your chiropractor to like readjust your spine. My great grandmother actually had this skill. I do Reiki healing, so I actually think I got this gift from her. But she had this skill. My mom told me that she used to be able to touch people's backs and their spines would just realign. I know, some crazy stuff, but it kind of feels a little bit like chiropractic, where maybe you got like your bones are out of alignment, or your hips are out of alignment, or your spine is a little bit out of alignment. Like you might be dealing with a little bit of scoliosis. It could be causing you like sciatic pain or pain down your body, and misalignment. And that misalignment could be creating structural issues, in which is creating disalignment in the rest of your body and increasing your risk of injury. So I feel like you're being asked to be more sensitive to that. You got a sensitivity card here. And stepping back into your roots here, you got the root chakra with the flower, and nourishing that, because the structural system is very much the root chakra. Like, trust your body. First off, you got to trust your body, but trust it in the sense of the fact that you're listening to it and saying, hey, like, I need to take care of this because I can feel that there is something off, or there's a disalignment. So now that I'm thinking about it, I mean, I have Aries in my first house, but I don't have any planets there, but I think I'm gonna make an appointment to my physiotherapist. Okay, so really awesome. So, you know, also take into consideration foods that you eat. Are they fueling your structural system? So, for example, kale is really high in calcium and vitamin K, which are very important for a healthy bone. And are you getting enough sunlight in order to have vitamin D? Because the only way that you can synthesize calcium and vitamin K properly in your body is if you have a high intake of vitamin D. So are you eating the proper foods? You know, are you eating a lot of chickpeas? Are you eating a lot of lentils? You know, those high calcium foods. And are you eating a lot of kale, a lot of spinach? And are you getting sunlight? And are you eating a lot of like herring or like fish that has like bones in it? That's also very high in vitamin D and calcium. So really taking charge of your structural health. Okay, nice. So we're using the same deck that I used in the New Year's reading because I'm still incapable of letting it go. So that means that it's still meant to be with us. The Wild Reflection Tarot. All right, so let's get started. Let's continue on. So how is Aries entering the month of February? Is the answer Judgment. This Judgment card feels always a little bit off to me. I never saw this before. Okay, so I'm being pulled towards the mountain there on the right side, and on the left side there, you got like the beach front right here, and the clear way. So the traditional Judgment card in the tarot is an awakening, okay? You're having an awakening from your physical body. You're having a release of matter. You're releasing that heavy, dense energy that you have attached to, that your ego has attached to, that you no longer need anymore. And you're entering this month, Aries, like that, kind of being forced to look at two perspectives, two paths. You can either look to the right and see this situation as a big mountain to climb, or you can choose to turn left and nourish yourself and take the path in which is clear and there's no hill. The only difference between the two of these things is, like, if you choose to take the mountain, of course you are learning a heavy lesson. You're facing a challenge, okay? You're facing a situation in which you feel is very important to climb. But if you're choosing the right side, in which is peaceful resolution, or kind of more of like a calming decision that is more nourishing, you're just letting go of this mountain. However, now that I said that, you could choose to look at the ocean, okay? But the mountain is still gonna be behind you. So it's about facing it when you're ready. We come in cycles, like we live in cycles. So, you know, when an opportunity comes around, like a challenge, for example, and we choose, okay, we're not ready yet to do that, the challenge will go away, but then it will come back around again. And it will keep coming back around again until you're ready to face it. And I feel like Aries, you're kind of walking into February, being given this path here. You know, do I choose to climb this mountain? Am I ready yet? Or, you know, should I face the ocean one more time and choose to nourish myself further? You could be choosing both paths as well. Like, it's not like you necessarily have to just go up the mountain alone. I feel like too, you have people that could support you on the beach. So you got like the friendships here, you got friends here on the beach dancing around as the theme of the energy. So it's like, okay, you're gonna go up this hill, but you got support, you know what I mean? So turn to the ocean and look, because there are people there that are dancing that are probably willing to help you out. Okay, so that's really nice, Aries. Okay, so what are your hopes and desires for the month? What are Aries' hopes and desires for February? What are Aries' hopes and desires for the month of February? What are Aries' hopes and desires for the month of February? Almost came out. We got two cards. The Two of Cups and the Four of Swords. Yeah. Okay. So, you just want peace. You want peace. You want to connect with your person, whoever that person is. You want to form friendships. You want to form partnerships. You want harmony. You want union. You want love. You want connection. And you want to experience sunsets and sunrises and just be in nature and just kind of enjoy the abundance coming in from the shore, like really just enjoying the wealth of all that nourishment that is coming from nature, and just really just experiencing that kind of amazing, you know, vacation. You could even be taking a vacation and going to the beach, but you just want peace of mind. You can see here how this guy is like, he's chilling, you know what I mean? Like, he's on the boat here and he's laying down. Yeah, he's got this arrow ready, like he's on the defense, but he's totally relaxed. It's like, I am like ready to fight you, but I am protecting my peace. You know what I mean? Like, it's because I'm trying to protect my peace. It's not because I'm looking for a fight. It's because like I have things that I need to protect, which is my mental health and this partnership, this union that I am trying to create and have in my life. So this is your hopes and desires for the month of February. Just rest, peace of mind, having a relationship with your spouse, your partner, your friend, and just kind of creating that union, and looking in a direction where you feel confident, where you're valued, where you feel secure. Cool. So what are the obstacles and challenges this month to reach your desires? I was gonna call this question like your enemies, like what are your enemies this month? And we'll see as time goes by if that's the right question to ask. But for now, what are your obstacles and challenges for the month, Aries? What are your obstacles and challenges for the month? Okay, so you're learning to use your resources right now to heal heartbreak. Oh, you got the Hermit in reverse. So you had some kind of pain in the past, okay? And this heartbreak puts you in isolation. The challenge this month is for you to come out of isolation, to be one with the world and not be in a cave. Because this heartbreak kind of puts you there, and you're learning this month to heal and overcome that pain, overcome that heartbreak, and come out of that, especially if you've been putting yourself inwards too much. The Hermit in reverse in the traditional tarot sometimes means like over isolation, especially in the tarot of opposition deck, where it's just like you've turned that light off and you've gone like complete darkness. But for me, the Hermit in reverse is like I'm coming out, you know, like I'm just about ready to exit the door, like I'm just about ready to get out of this cave because I'm healing now. So this is your challenge and your obstacle, to trust again. This is the theme for this month for you, Aquarius, is to trust and to really listen to your sensitivities. So I feel like you're healing and really allowing yourself to come out of this kind of healing place. This could also be like trusting your body again too, because of this witchbone energy. Like let's say, for example, you suffered from some kind of injury, or like disalignment of your bone structure, or like trauma to the bone, or you broke a bone or fractured something, or anything of that kind of related, and now you're having to trust your body again. So I really feel that that's also an obstacle and challenge for you, in which you know, you have to start coming out of your shell and starting to put yourself back into sports, put yourself back into workouts, getting connected with other people, like a team, like a sports team, or like anywhere where you feel it's time for you to kind of move your body. So there's this element of needing to trust that again too. Okay, number 4, solutions and advice to overcome challenges and obstacles. So I was actually going to call this, what is your secret weapon? So what is your secret weapon, Aries, to overcome these challenges and obstacles? What is your secret weapon? What is Aries' secret weapon this month to overcome these challenges and obstacles? The 10 of Cups. Should I tell my family or not? You got the 2 of Swords at the bottom. So we got the 10 of Cups as your secret weapon. So it seems that your family is your secret weapon. That is the solution to your obstacles and challenges. This could be your family of blood, or it could just be your family of people that you consider are like home to you. These are your secret weapons. So it's about finding harmony with those individuals and being connected with them, and coming out of your shell and being truthful and honest with them too. I feel like there is this kind of uncertainty of whether you should tell them what's going on or not. So if you're dealing with some kind of challenging situation in your life where you know, maybe you got an imbalance in your hip bones, or you got some kind of structural imbalance, or you're just afraid of coming out of your shell, or you have a lot of pain from the past that you're afraid of facing, you know, should I tell my family that? Should I speak up? Should I communicate? Or should I just embody myself in this kind of energy and allow my home to help me heal, you know? So this is your secret weapon. Your family is your secret weapon. Perhaps they have solutions for you that you would have otherwise not considered. Or, you know, your family could be like your holistic family, in which if you talk to them about your situation, they might provide you solutions that will better you. You know, this could be your social media family, like your community. I usually associate that with the 10 of Pentacles because it's more of like an image, like a similar kind of interest energy, but the Ten of Cups is more of like a soul family energy. Like it's more of like an emotional connection. Do I feel fulfilled with these people? Do I feel like I can be at home with these people? So this seems to be your secret weapon, to kind of rely on those people in which make you feel like home, you know, your most ultimate fulfillment. What is that? Asking yourself what that is, who that is, and where are you going to feel that, and kind of going towards that. Okay, so last question, how am I finishing the month? So how is Aries finishing the month? How is Aries finishing the month? The Emperor. That's amazing. So Aries, you're finishing the month in your natural state, the Emperor. Aries rules the Emperor. This is your most highest masculine form. You got two cards in the tarot. You have the Fool and you have the Emperor, both major arcanas. In the Emperor, the Fool is, you know, an immature Aries. Okay, he's immature. He hasn't yet learned the lessons. The Emperor is a fully matured Fool. He is like, I have learned the lessons of on the whole tarot cycle. I'm in control of my empire. I know what I want. I know what I need. I know what kind of system I need to have in place in order for things to work. I have rules. And the Emperor is not the Hierophant, so he's not the government in which has created rules to follow like a big entity. The Emperor is rules in which he has created that works for him, and he has, as a result, changed the system, and people come to his empire and follow his system, his rules. So the Emperor is like a boss, a manager, a leader, in which has created a business, a system, an empire that works. So he is in control. He is that masculine self-starter. And that is how you are finishing the month, which is fabulous, fantastic, amazing. So really nice. So one last energy here, one last piece of advice for Aries from the self-care oracle deck. For the month of February. One last piece of advice. Oh, daydream, and you got dance at the bottom. So maybe you need to dance a little bit, but ultimately you're being encouraged to daydream and water your plants. So the Emperor obviously nourishes what he has, and this is your advice in order to help heal, water your plants, take care of yourself, daydream, practice vision meditation. I do this all the time. For example, like, you know, I started playing basketball and I'm about to start playing soccer again, but like before every game I like visualize the moves that I'm gonna do. And by doing that, I actually end up doing it in the game. Even if like my body, it hasn't caught up, you know, visualization really helps because it actually trains your body to eventually catch up to that, like by instinct. So this is like your opportunity, Aries, to do just that. Like daydream your best life and think about your best possibilities, your next steps, how you're gonna take them, why you're gonna take them, etc. And that will help you manifest the best possible outcome and make your hopes and desires come true for this month, which is, you know, peace of mind and beautiful partnerships. All right, bye.